Have you ever felt that strange energy between you and a friend? You can't explain it, but it's there. The way they look at you a second longer, the way they remember the smallest things. It makes you wonder, is this just friendship? Or something deeper hiding beneath the surface? In this video, we're diving into 6 hidden signs that reveal when someone secretly sees you as more than a friend. These aren't the obvious clues everyone talks about. They're the subtle psychological signals most people miss. Until it's too late. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how to read the small behaviors, and whether it's time to make a move or stay silent. Welcome to Psycho Library, where we break down human behavior and decode the secrets of the mind. If you love understanding what people really feel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because this is just the beginning. Before we talk about the signs, let's face it. Figuring out where friendship ends and attraction begins can be confusing. One moment you're laughing like best friends, and the next there's a silence that feels a little too charged to be casual. It's tricky, because true friendship already includes care, attention, and connection. So when those same things start to feel different, it's easy to doubt yourself. You start asking, am I imagining this? Or is there really something more here? Sometimes the signs are subtle, a change in tone, a longer look, a question that goes deeper than before, and that's exactly what we'll explore in this video. The hidden patterns that go beyond friendly behavior, the ones that quietly reveal what someone truly feels underneath the surface. Sign 1, they pay you extra attention. Before we talk about the next sign, think about this. How often does your friend remember the small things you say? When someone secretly feels more for you, their attention subtly shifts. They start noticing details others overlook. Your mood, the way you speak, even the songs you've been listening to lately. It's like their mind takes mental snapshots of you without even trying. Research in social psychology suggests that when people are emotionally invested, their brains become more alert to small cues. Change in tone, a new hairstyle, a different energy in your voice. They listen more closely and they remember longer. You'll notice it in the way they follow up on things you casually mentioned. Maybe you once said you had a big meeting, and days later they ask, hey, how did that go? Or you mentioned a movie you wanted to watch, and they bring it up again, ready to see it with you. These moments might seem innocent, but they reveal something deeper. They're paying attention not out of politeness, but out of genuine care. For sign 2, their body language shifts. Before we talk about the next sign, pay attention to how they move when they're around you. Sometimes words stay silent, but the body gives everything away. When someone starts seeing you as more than a friend, their body language changes in small but powerful ways. They lean in a little closer when you speak. Their shoulders angle toward you, their feet point your way, and they hold eye contact just a second longer than usual. It's not always deliberate. Most of the time, it's completely unconscious. Psychologists call this mirroring. When a person subtly copies your gestures, posture, or tone without realizing it. It's the body's natural way of saying, I'm connected to you. You might notice they brush your arm while laughing, or stand closer than before, as if your presence feels like a safe space. Friends don't usually blur that boundary, but someone who feels something deeper often can't help it. Their actions may seem casual, but behind those small movements lies a quiet attraction trying to stay hidden. Sign 3, they include you in their future or make special plans. Before we talk about the next sign, think about how often your friend says we instead of I. That one small word can reveal a lot more than it seems. When someone secretly sees you as more than a friend, they start picturing you in their future. Even if they don't say it outright, you'll hear it in little comments like, we should go there next time, or we'd have fun doing that together. It's not about casual hangouts anymore. They begin to create moments that feel more personal, plans that involve just the two of you. Maybe they invite you to try a new restaurant, take a short trip, or attend an event that doesn't really need a group. Psychologists often note that when emotional attachment deepens, people naturally start to imagine shared experiences. It's a quiet way of testing what more than friends might feel like, without ever having to say it out loud. So when they start using us to describe the future, it's not just about making plans. It's about revealing desire, wrapped in the comfort of friendship. Sign 4. Their compliment game changes. Before we talk about the next sign, listen closely to the way they compliment you. Because the words people choose often reveal what their hearts are trying to hide. When someone starts developing deeper feelings, their compliments begin to shift. They move from surface-level praise, things like nice shirt or you look good today, to more personal, thoughtful ones that touch your character and essence. You might hear them say things like, "You always make people feel comfortable," or "I love how you see the world." These are not random words. They're reflections of admiration. It's their subtle way of saying, "I notice you, not just how you look, but who you are." Psychology research shows that when emotional attraction grows, people focus less on physical traits and more on personality, energy, and presence. They start valuing the things that make you you. So when their compliments feel deeper, warmer, and more personal, it's often because their feelings have already crossed that invisible line between friendship and affection. Sign 5. They show protective or jealous behaviors. Before we talk about the next sign, think about how they react when you mention someone else. Do they stay calm, or does their energy shift even just a little? When someone secretly sees you as more than a friend, they often can't hide that tiny spark of protectiveness. It's not about control or possessiveness. It's something gentler, quieter. A small pause when you mention a new person. Curious question like, "Didn't you say you were meeting someone new? How was that?" It's their way of checking the waters, trying to understand where they stand in your life without ever saying it directly. You might also notice how they step in when you're in a tough spot. They'll offer to walk you home, stay up to make sure you're okay, or check in when you seem upset. Small acts that go beyond normal friendship care. Psychologists say this kind of protective instinct often appears when emotions deepen. It's the mind's quiet attempt to guard something it values. Not because it has to, but because it wants to. Their concern isn't random. It's a sign of deeper emotional investment, one they might not even fully understand themselves. Sign 6. They open up emotionally and share deeper aspects of their life. Before we talk about the next sign, notice how much they choose to share with you, and what kind of things they talk about. When someone starts to see you as more than a friend, they often begin to open up in ways they don't with others. They tell you about their fears, their dreams, and the moments that shape them. They might talk about a painful breakup, a family story they rarely mention, or something they've been struggling with quietly for a long time. This kind of emotional openness isn't random. It's a form of trust. It means they feel safe enough with you to drop the mask they show the world. And that safety often comes from a place much deeper than friendship. Psychologists describe this as emotional intimacy, a bond that grows when two people start letting each other into their inner worlds. It's not about oversharing. It's about connection. When they share their private side with you, they're silently saying, "You matter to me. You're someone I can be real with." And that shift, from casual talks to meaningful conversations, often marks the moment when friendship begins to blur into something more. Before we talk about the next part, it's important to pause for a moment and remember this. Not every friendly gesture hides romantic feelings. Sometimes people are naturally warm, caring, or expressive. They give compliments easily, remember details, or stay protective. Not because they want more, but because that's simply who they are. Culture, personality, and even gender can shape how people show affection. What feels like attraction in one person might just be kindness in another. That's why no single sign should be taken as proof. These signals are clues, not conclusions. They help you notice patterns, not jump to decisions. If you're unsure about what you're sensing, don't rush to label it. Instead, give it time. Observe their actions over a while. And when it feels right, talk honestly. Because communication, not assumption, is the only way to truly know where you stand. Before we talk about the final part, let's imagine this. You've noticed the signs. The energy feels different, and deep down, you sense something has changed. So what should you do next? The first step is to watch for patterns over time. One sign can be coincidence, but when small moments start repeating, the attention, the closeness, the way they treat you differently, that's when the picture becomes clearer. Next, check in with yourself. How do you feel about them? Are you open to something more, or are you comfortable keeping things as they are? Understanding your own heart first helps you respond without confusion later. And if the feeling keeps growing stronger, then maybe it's time to talk gently and honestly when the moment feels right. You don't need to confess everything at once. Just open a door for clarity. It's perfectly okay to ask, "I've been feeling a bit of a shift between us. Have you felt it too?" That kind of calm honesty can clear up months of silent guessing. Remember, real connections don't break under truth. If the bond is genuine, honesty will only make it stronger, whether it stays a friendship or becomes something deeper. Before we end, let's quickly look back at what we've uncovered. So there you have it. The 6 hidden signs they might secretly see you as more than a friend. They pay you extra attention. Their body language subtly changes. They include you in their future plans. Their compliments grow deeper. They show quiet protectiveness. And they open up emotionally in ways they don't with others. Each sign might seem small on its own, but together, they can reveal feelings that words haven't yet expressed. So keep your eyes open, trust the signals, and most importantly, trust your gut. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel, Psycho Library, for more content that explores the hidden sides of human emotion and behavior. And don't forget to share this video with someone who might need it. Tell us in the comments, which sign surprised you the most?